These are the villains of Season 3 of Legend of Korra.
Freedom is just as essential as air. And without it, there is no life. There is only darkness.
And these are also the villains of Season 3.
Please! I never doubted. Really?
These people are called the Red Lotus, and oh boy are they interesting. And as an interesting guy myself, I want to talk about them, but not the way I see most. A lot of people, when discussing how good these villains are, just mention how they're so complex and their ideology is maybe correct. There are some issues in how the show portrays their beliefs and the concept of anarchy, but that's for a different video. Because today, I want to talk about how these guys are not just good as villains, but as people, because I think that's why they're such good villains. Okay, let's describe some characters from the Avatar series, okay? A bald airbender who loves his culture and is forced to let go of his loved one to unlock a deeper spiritual power. A funny, charismatic buddy of the airbender who has a very tactical mind. A girl raised without her parents gets with the bald airbender and has access to an ultra-rare special technique in their bending. And a woman with a disability that makes her have a deeper connection with her bending and also may have feelings for that tactical, funny dude in the group but won't share them. Okay, so I'm guessing you know every character I just talked about. What? Oh, you thought I was talking about the gang from Avatar, not the villains? You're so stupid. Of course I'm not. I'm talking about the villains. Or you knew exactly what I was doing. My ultra level joke failed horribly. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that the Red Lotus, which is what their group is called, is very similar to the original Avatar group and the Legend of Korra one. This is really interesting and well done because it lets us see these characters like we would see our main gangs. The Red Lotus feels like it could easily be one of the gangs in Avatar, working together and being a collection of benders working for one thing, like the main characters in Avatar or Korra. There's actually a lot of fan art of this and probably some angsty fanfics. We're so accustomed, especially in the Avatar universe, to see the heroes as the heroes, and the villains, while complex, they're villains. Sure, you got Azula as a little gang, but they got a redemption, as does Zuko or even Iroh. But the Red Lotus, they don't get redeemed. A lot of them actually get murdered in horrible ways, but even to the end, they feel like people. They live and breathe their beliefs, and those beliefs push too far and drive each and one of them mad in their own unique hell, but even then, they're still people. They can have small talk with another, banter with the enemy, be funny, be sad, and grieve when another's lost, and love. My favorite example of this is just the characters being people in this scene.
So you guys were like locked up for 15 years, huh? That must have been like crazy boring.
Actually, it was only 13 years, but it felt like 30.
I mean, what did you do with all that time? Did you sing songs, work on crafts?
And I must have renamed the constellations about 1,000 times. When it rained, that was a big event.
I would have killed for some rain. Mostly I just made up stories about the guards, who was having trouble with his girlfriend, which one secretly wished he'd become a pastry chef.
Ooh, okay, that sounds like fun. Let me try that on you guys. You were raised by an older sister. Your mustache grew in when you were 10, and I'm sensing, just sensing, an unspoken attraction between you two.
2 out of 3. It's not bad.
This scene is one of my favorite from the entire Avatar universe because on a surface level, it's a funny scene between the villains and the main guys, but on a subtextual level, there's some interesting details to their characters. You can gain to the fact that there's obvious tension between these Red Lotus members, and that they're funny and they can have a conversation with the enemy. Everyone in this vehicle tries and succeeds at killing each other, but right now, they're just people talking about their lives. Another example of these characters being people is that Zahir has a girlfriend. Basically, he and Pli are in love, and in my opinion, it may be my favorite ship in the show. They actually are happy together, and that's really cool and something I like seeing in villains. Like, I want to see more Dark Lords who are loving husbands, just with a habit of murder. I plan on making a video all about having multiple antagonists in a story, like from Puss in Boots, but I will say this show uses multiple antagonists well, and my favorite part is how they have dynamics just like the Gang of Heroes. And that concludes my wonderful video about the Red Lotus. I want to go into other elements of why I like Season 3 of Legend of Korra, and more about just all the things that are great, including the Red Lotus, but those will be other videos. Either way, that's all for today. Peace.